Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, we talk about all things fandom. We talk about them in a positive way. That's something that appeals to you. You've come to the right place. This is Something Saturday where we just talk about things we didn't get to talk about the rest of the week. And we have some movie news for you. First off, the Spider-Man possible release date. We have the Bambi live action film to talk about. We have Fantastic Four casting news and the Batman Brave and the Bold director has been announced. So let's jump right into it. All right, so the first news we're going to talk about is the Spider-Man sequel and its potential release date because there isn't a whole lot of information known about it. Some sites have been saying that it could have a possible release date of the end of 2025, and they're saying that because of a statement made by Sony where they announced two movies. Basically, one is assumed to be the Venom movie, the next Venom movie, and the other one is assumed to be the next live-action Spider-Man movie. So there's not a lot of drama going on there in terms of that, but what I did want to discuss about this as a possible release date is that fans are also a little bit worried about the fact that Tom Holland has been saying some stuff that kind of says maybe he wouldn't be playing Spider-Man again, and I can tell you that all of that is false. Tom Holland never actually said he didn't want to play Spider-Man again. What he said was that he knew that the trilogy that they did was amazing, and he would be happy going out of it on a high note and never playing Spider-Man again. Except that that's not going to happen because he is going to be Spider-Man for the foreseeable future. So when this movie does get released, if indeed it is released in 2025, there is no question at all as to whether Tom Holland will be our Spider-Man. In fact, I can guarantee Tom Holland probably has a very long career ahead of him playing Spider-Man as of right now. All right, so we got the new live-action Bambi movie that's just been announced. And this is a long line of live-action things that Disney has started to do. They're kind of going down the roster of all the movies that they own and turning them to live action. So it was inevitable that we would eventually get a live-action Bambi from them. What kind of is crazy to me that they've announced three now. Moana, Lilo and Stitch, and now Bambi. And Bambi is already getting a live action movie in the horror movie that's coming out. So which one comes out first? Does the live action Disney movie beat the live action horror movie? And if so, which one are we going to enjoy better? Because the question of which one will be better is still out. Although I don't think it's going to be much of a choice because the live action horror one, at the very least, will be hilarious to watch. But that is the news there, that they are actually going to do a live action version of the Bambi movie, and I just don't know what to think. If I had to pick any live action Disney movie to do next, Bambi would be at the bottom of my list. Not because I didn't like the movie, but simply because of the content of the movie. It would be at the bottom of my list. Thinking of a movie where we have to do more characters and less human characters in it is a problem. I much prefer when Disney does movies that they can cast live action people in. But that's just me. So next, the casting news for Fantastic Four may have just changed. Because originally they were saying Margot Robbie was kind of a sure win for, the part of Sue Storm. And I kind of didn't think that was going to happen. I had this feeling that if she did that, she was wearing herself a little too thin. But then they've done this before where an actor can jump back and forth between one property and another, and it works out fine and it's okay. However, apparently the director all along wanted Vanessa Kirby for the part. And now apparently there is something going on where maybe it's a pay issue. That's what I think, is it's probably a pay issue, because if they do cast Margot Robbie, look at all the things that she's doing right now. She is getting ready to do 4 or 5 other movies after the Barbie movie. So casting her now would only A, hold up progress, and B, probably make the movie that much more expensive, because now you have to pay someone that's going to get paid more than all the other actors because she is a big name star. Now, that being said, it's not like they don't have other big name stars in the movie, with Antonio Banderas apparently still on to play Galactus, according to rumors, and that's kind of a big thing too. Then let's not forget that Adam Driver is our potential Mr. Fantastic. So when you have a lineup like that, is the importance of casting another big name all that much? Probably not. And in terms of Vanessa Kirby, she's wonderful as an actress, and if you haven't watched some of her stuff, I highly recommend you look her up and actually start watching some of her stuff that she's done, because she's great. And she would make an excellent Sue Storm, in my opinion. So I'm kind of pumped to see if they do indeed cast her, and how many of these casting choices are actually locked down, because as of right now, it doesn't look like all the ones that we thought were locked down are indeed locked down. But that could change in a day, it could change in a week. Who knows? And now, our last bit of news is Andy Muschietti has been announced as the director of the new Batman live-action Brave and the Bold movie. Now, this is important because it also marks the debut of Robin for the first time in a long time. And now that they're doing Damian as a character, and it's been confirmed that the Robin in this movie will be Damian, he's got to be a much younger character. I'm actually super excited after seeing the Flash movie and seeing what he was able to do there. And despite the controversy and all the other stuff surrounding that movie, the movie actually was very good, and it owes a big chunk of this to Andy Muschietti. So I'm excited to see him and what he can do with the Batman franchise as well. But I want to know what you guys think. Alright, so leave us a comment in the comment box below, and then make sure you share this video with all of your friends so they can be a part of the conversation as well. Then don't forget to hit that like button as hard as you can. It helps the channel. We appreciate it. Miko says we need more subscribers, and you don't want to disappoint Miko, so go ahead and hit that subscribe button, and while you're there, hit that notification bell so you don't miss a single video we do. Then friends, at the end of the day, I know it, you know it, and Miko knows it. Fandom is family.